Okay, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I didn't think I'd ever record a second video, but here we are. Before I begin, I just want to quickly say that I'm recording this before I post my first video. So I actually just came up with the channel name like a couple hours ago. So I think I'm going to roll with Late Nights. Yeah, real bold. It's a real bold name. I'm rolling with it because it seems like whenever I record videos, it's always very late at night. That's where I have the most free time. But yeah, drop a comment. Tell me what you think of it. If you like it, if you don't like it, make sure to let me know. Moving on to the video. Today we're going to be talking about football. If there's one thing you should definitely know about me, it's that I love my sports. I'm a huge sports fanatic. I always have been, really my whole life. Today we're just going to be sticking to football, and more specifically, the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is coming up in a few days. Before we begin, I should probably get into character. So I'm going to do like a little jump cut here. So as you can see, I'm a huge Carolina Panthers fan. I'm really a huge Luke Kuechly fan as well. I only wear this jersey on game days and draft days, but we'll make an exception for today's video. And I actually shaved as well. You know, my facial hair was a lot like the Panthers season. You know, it looked great in the beginning, and then it just completely disappeared. But we're not here to talk about the Panthers. You know, they had their season, didn't quite go how I wanted it to. We're here to talk about the matchup in the Super Bowl between the Saints and the Patriots. Oh, it's Rams-Patriots. All jokes aside, it's Rams-Patriots. Right off the bat, my prediction, I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams, and I'll explain why. So just so we're clear, to give some context, I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl well before the preseason. Really, whenever they signed Ndamukong Suh, and it's not a super bold pick. I think we all expected them to do well. I just think that they were a little bit underrated towards the end of the season, which sounds weird because they came in, you know, the 1 seed or the 2 seed or whichever one it was. I think everyone was so set on the Saints winning the Super Bowl, and I just never really understood why. I think the Saints had a spectacular first, I guess, half of the season. And then once they lost to the Cowboys, I didn't think that they were who they used to be. They didn't play very well on every aspect of the game. Obviously, Drew Brees played very well for the whole season. This team as a whole, I did not think was Super Bowl bound. So going into the Rams game, I had the Rams picked before the season. I had them picked for that game. They won. Obviously, there were some botch calls. You know, I don't understand how you didn't call that. I don't understand how you didn't call it. I'm a Panthers fan, and that was just an absolutely ridiculous call. But yeah, once the Rams had won that game, I knew that they were ready for the Super Bowl. I knew that was their biggest test of the whole year. Goff played very well. C.J. Anderson stepped up, which sucks because we used to have him, but I'm happy with McCaffrey. They walked out with a victory, so I don't want to say I called it, but I kind of called it. Moving on to the AFC, I had the Patriots beating the Chiefs. You know, not exactly a huge pick. These were obviously the 4 best NFL teams. But the Patriots, the way Tom Brady is and how he always has been in the playoffs, I know Mahomes threw for 50 touchdowns and had a ridiculous amount of yards, especially for someone who's basically a rookie. There's no way that a Mahomes-led team was going to beat the Patriots. The Patriots, and especially Tom Brady, they always had that killer instinct in them, and of course they were going to win that game, no matter what, especially in overtime. It was 3rd and 10 like 4 times, and they converted every single time. Every single time. They would work their way downfield and scored on the first drive. And people are saying that they lost. The Chiefs lost on a coin toss, essentially. You know, the NFL rules, they're pretty silly. I get that. But, you know, it is what it is. Tom Brady won the game. And so you have the Patriots from the AFC, Rams from the NFC. So breaking it down into offense and defense, I think the Rams have a more talented offense than the Patriots. I know Tom Brady is much better than Jared Goff, but I think that as a whole, their offensive line is stronger. Their receiving core is much stronger, in my opinion. I think that at full strength, Gurley and Anderson will be incredibly hard to stop. I know Gurley didn't have a very good NFC Championship game, but if he's playing well, there's not much you can do to stop that offense. If you get them going, Patriots will probably give up 35 plus points to that Rams offense. On the Patriots side of the ball, their offense, I've already spoken on it before, Tom Brady, blah, blah, they're going to put up 30-something points. I think this will be a very high-scoring game. I think the Patriots offense is guaranteed to put up a ton of points. Rams offense can easily match that. We all saw what they did against the Chiefs, you know, which was an incredible game, by the way. So on the offensive side of the ball, both have extremely good offenses. The defenses will determine this game. And I think very clearly that the Rams defense is stronger than the Patriots defense. I think Aaron Donald is going to win Super Bowl MVP. He's gonna do something. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know. If Aaron Donald can take over the game like Von Miller took over the Super Bowl a few years ago against the Panthers, I think that they will win the game. So it pains me to say that, but I think Von Miller showed, and I respect the Broncos, right? They beat us pretty handily, clearly the better team, even though the Panthers had such a miraculous season. I think Von Miller was a very great example of how one defensive player can just dominate the entirety of a team's offense, and I think that will be Aaron Donald. I don't think you can double team him. I don't think you can guard him. In my opinion, he's the best all-around NFL player. It's hard to say that, with the positions and everything, but if I were to start a franchise around any defensive player right now, it would be him. So I think he's going to be the big difference maker. I think he will win the Super Bowl MVP. In my mind, I don't think the game would go to overtime. I know the Drake curse was pretty crazy during both the conference championships. Nobody wanted to lose. I honestly think the Drake curse is a real thing. I don't doubt that. I don't think this game is going to go to overtime. I think the Rams win in regulation by a final score of 38-33. I think that'll be a really, really interesting finale. These are very high caliber teams, and they can put up a lot of points very quickly. I think the Rams are better now than the Eagles were last year, and I think this Patriots team is as good as the Patriots team last year. I don't see the Patriots winning, but again, you cannot count out Tom Brady. You just can't do it. He's literally the GOAT. It's definitely going to be a very good game. Definitely going to be enjoyable. I think this will be a pretty suiting conclusion to like a crazy season. I think a lot of people had the Saints going all the way. I did not. I didn't have faith in them. I actually had faith in them last year, which sounds weird because they got their hearts ripped out against Minnesota. It was nice to watch. I'm not going to lie. It was very nice to watch. But seeing it again this year, again, nice to watch. But I felt a little bad because I can only imagine what that does to a locker room, losing in just terrible fashion 2 years in a row. Rams were going to represent the NFC in my mind all along. Patriots, I kind of had them as the season went along. They have a dynasty right now over the AFC. This is the peak of their dynasty. The fact that they can go 11-5 and still manage to win the AFC. It's incredible to me. It really, really is incredible. I'm sure a lot of you watching probably want the Patriots to win and are rooting for them. And to those people, I have to say, Tom Brady kisses his kids on the lips. It's pretty gross. You probably shouldn't root for that. This could be very bad for my channel if it's a wrong pick. This would be so stupid. I'm posting one video, I post another one, and it's just a botched Super Bowl prediction. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's my Super Bowl prediction. I'm pretty confident with it. Once again, I really hope that it's close. I hope it's in the ballpark at least. I hope I get the winner right. I was actually really excited to make this video. As a huge football fan, I love being able to tell people what I think. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, go ahead and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. Peace.